We're back. It's the weekly Noticias.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time.
Yes, we're back. It's the weekly Noticias. They've allowed us out again, Chris.
Yes.
We're here.
Yes, we're out.
We're out. That was the clash. Should I stay or should I go? And of course you should stay. We are live and uncut. We consider this as a language exchange show, don't we, Viveka?
Yes, we do. We learn a lot.
We learn a lot.
Yeah.
It's the show that helps you improve your English and your Spanish by having fun analysing the weekly news each week, okay? Sometimes in English, sometimes Spanish, sometimes Spanglish, and possibly even a bit of Swedish this week, yes?
Yes, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
It's a game show, but it's very hard to win points. The rules are simple. There aren't any, Anna, okay? There aren't any points. Only the points that I make up as I go along. We have 8 rounds, and after the 7th round, we try to give Xavier the chance to make a big sentence learning 7 new words each week. It's called the 7th round for 7 bonus points. I'm Tim Parfitt. I'm the host, and I've got some great people in the studio with me this week. As always, on my right is British comedian, resident here in Barcelona, about to go on a tour of the Edinburgh Festival, I believe. Is that correct, Chris?
Yes, yeah, we're going to be in the Edinburgh Festival, yes.
Yes.
10th to 17th
10th?
of August. With Xavier, who you'll meet in a minute.
With Xavier. It's the man with the perfect looks for radio. Please welcome Chris Groves.
Hey!
And on Chris's team this week is normally a noisy third referee we've had and a great scriptwriter, very talented chap. He's been in Barcelona for how many years have you been?
14 now.
14.
Yeah.
He's also got the same surname as Chris, I believe. But no relation, no?
Not as far as you know, although it was taken from the hospital, so we can't really say.
Right.
Well, we think it's going to be a lucky thing for us.
Well, please welcome John Groves.
Hey!
So it's the Groves team.
The Groves team, as always.
As always,
Exactly.
the Groves team. On my left is our regular award-winning international comedian. He's a regular on TV's Comedy Central, correct? He's performed in the States, Ireland, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia,
Croatia,
and Holland.
isn't Croatia?
Yeah, are we allowed to mention Croatia?
No.
Not yet. No. He's also doing the Edinburgh Festival next month.
Yes, with Chris Groves.
Yeah, and you speak better English than most Englishmen, don't you? Because you've been learning every week.
I doubt it. Every
right.
week I'll doubt it more, but yeah.
Each week.
How's your
I'm getting
Scottish?
better, I'm getting better.
Please welcome Xavier Castells.
Yeah!
And on Xavier's team, we're honoured to have an entrepreneur who runs many different companies, I understand. You're also a journalist, an artist and a writer, and I believe a ceramics and fashion designer. Is that correct?
Kind of, not really. I
Not-
mean,
Not really if I got it totally wrong. Or is,
Yes.
is some of it wrong?
She's the comedian. I'm the...
where is the fashion coming from?
A designer.
Well, yeah, kind of designer. That's
Well, most importantly as well, you were Sweden's former champion at table tennis. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, you definitely got it wrong here, but
Oh my
yeah.
Do you know how to
I'm
play table
That was
definitely.
him.
You,
Did he doing
you
the
are
script?
Anna, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Anna.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely a Swedish champion. Yes.
Yeah.
If it's the most important thing, I don't know.
Oh, well, we think it's the most important thing. I mean, Chris, have you ever been a champion at anything?
That's
No.
a very unfair question.
Please welcome Anna Benson.
Thank you.
Wow.
We also have a scorer, music
She has a strong
coordinator,
arm, don't she?
production guru, third Swede, and ABBA groupie, Viveka Nilsson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi.
I have a request, Tim.
Yes,
Could I
yes.
be always surrounded by these two
You
girls?
always manage to
Everywhere.
Why?
When
the
I go
most-
outside.
the most beautiful guests on your team.
I
don't
mean,
you?
keep
One,
it like
one
that.
is blonde, one is dark.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
Exactly.
But both Swedish.
Reminds you of another duo of
Feel like
Swedish
James Bond,
girls,
you know?
doesn't it?
Sweden. Yeah, well, like ABBA. Can anyone name the members of ABBA?
Can they?
Of course.
For a bonus quick bonus point, anyone?
Bonus point.
Yeah, are we supposed to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Anne-Frid and Agneta.
Yeah, and the other two?
Björn and
You
Benny.
didn't understand the
But
name.
they are made.
You said it four.
Yeah,
You said
but
four, no?
they are made. You said women.
And the other two?
We're here, by the way. We're just over here.
We're making a good
You
start.
carry on
and
with
we're-
your Swedish
Björn is my
accent there.
uncle. So,
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is he
I know
really
him.
your
real
uncle?
well. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Chris. I mean, you're up against it this week. You know, former Swedish ping pong champion, and the niece of an ABBA.
And her initials are AB.
And ABBA, but you don't remember which one.
They've got ABVN. It's Abvin.
Okay, you're
Well,
going.
everyone
Didn't
is
catch
a
on.
niece of Abbas in Sweden, isn't it?
Yeah, we all are.
So that was a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're going to hear occasionally sounds from my yes and no assistants.
should flag those up, those jokes.
One says yes, don't you?
Yeah.
And the other one says no. Exactly, and they help me keep the contestants in order and answer the questions. You're also going to hear lots of other noises going on. There's somebody that keeps laughing in the background, and there's the buzzer sound. Any other noises that turn up, it won't be my fault. Like the zoo sounds. We're on social media. We're on everything, I think. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on all the podcasts. You'll be able to pick up the podcasts and videos later on. But we're going to go straight into round one, which is the people in the news round. And why are they in the news this week? You just have to try and guess. And the question is Benidorm's Giri Zone. Why is Benidorm's Giri Zone in the news?
Or as other people may choose to call it, just Benidorm.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Benidorm.
I was going to say.
The Giri zone is going to be fairly big, I would imagine,
Yeah.
in Benidorm.
We're going to give Chris half a point actually for saying that the words Giri Zone are not really necessary to.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Half a point for Chris. But why is it specifically? Why has Benidorm been in the news this week?
I thought they actually changed the name of Benidorm for Giriston. Benidorm is not going to be again Benidorm. It's going to be called now Girizon. The city.
Giri Zone. We'll
The city could be called Girizon.
Give him half a point.
Why don't you get, for instance, Extremadura? Is my question.
Extremadura.
You always go to good places. Giris, I mean. You go to Mallorca, no?
Yeah, Magaluf.
Salón, Magaluf.
Yeah.
You never go to Badajoz.
Or Badajoz.
Why don't you go to Badajoz and get Girizon in Badajoz?
I don't know. Why don't Giddies go to
You
Badajoz?
always go to good
Well, they always start off nice. Benidorm used to be lovely, probably.
And so you think
We
it's the
went-
Giris that turn them into?
I think we make it our own, don't we?
We do. We
Couple of
do.
pubs,
I
bit of
think we do.
bacon and
We're going
it's
to
sorted.
give John a point.
So
for
you
that.
get Benidorm,
We do
and
the
what
same
do we
to-
get back from you?
Well, this is a good.
Fish and chips.
Well, this is a good point because actually, the reason first of all that Benidorm's been in the news is because it's. I mean, there was a big game again this evening. No, there was a World Cup game which we're not allowed to talk about. I think. I mean, I mentioned the
But
score.
last week's, yeah, no?
Yeah, well, last week's game there was a big match on down in Benidorm, and there was quite a lot of trouble going on, no? And there was the Giri zone area of Benidorm was blocked off by the police, and there's some video footage. This is why it's in the news. Nobody's got the point. There was a national police officer was hitting this guy with he was carrying a toddler on his back.
They don't destroy an IKEA or anything, no?
No, they didn't.
They did in England.
I
Carrying a
hope not.
toddler.
Seriously, they did.
He was wearing a toddler. He was wearing a toddler.
Wearing a toddler. Where was he wearing the toddler?
On his shoulders.
Oh,
on
well,
his shoulders.
that's a schoolboy error. You've got to wave it around in front of you, otherwise they'll get you.
You couldn't do that in Badajoz.
You couldn't do that. No. Okay, well, it's been sort of like nicknamed Benidorm's Little England, and there's like booze-fueled incidents and things like that go on in Benidorm. Have you ever been to Benidorm, Chris?
I haven't, but I'm booking a flight as we speak.
I've been to Benidorm. It's
You are
lovely.
too young.
And the fact is the trivia on Benidorm, anyone for a bonus point, is what else is it famous for?
IKEA,
IKEA?
isn't it?
IKEA? No, that's Sweden's famous for IKEA. Not
Ah,
Benidorm.
okay, there's easy mistake. Benidorm and Sweden.
I'm sorry, Anna. we
Well,
can't-
I mean,
It's
that's
got-
our little Sweden, IKEA.
yes, your little
We
Sweden.
find it all over the world, so, I mean,
Is there a little Sweden in Spain? Is there a place where all
of course
Swedes
there.
go?
We have two in
Spain.
Barcelona.
Whereabouts?
studio.
What area?
Yeah, it's Barcelona and next on Gran Via somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but Badalona doesn't count because Badalona, there's people from everywhere.
it's different from everywhere.
Yeah, but not inside IKEA. It's only Swedes in there. So
Well, the thing about you say, what do we give you back in return? Benidorm is a TV series. Did you know? Yeah. Chris, John, you're a scriptwriter. You must have heard of Benidorm, the TV series.
I have indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched the old episode as well.
Exactly, and it's a TV series
I didn't know that.
about.
It's quite funny.
Giris. It's been very successful on UK TV.
Never heard of.
And it's
Yeah.
like you having a TV series here called Leeds, or something
Yeah, I
like
know.
that, or Brighton.
I mean, we do have a couple of your series here, like 40 Towers. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a while.
But
though,
nothing
hasn't
called
it?
Benidorm.
It's been a few years.
Oh, no. It could be cool, no? A series called Leeds.
Yes. Yeah, I think you could do a series called Leeds.
And it's
just with-
Catalans living in Leeds.
Yeah, it could be.
You're
a
like,
success.
what?
Benidorm has won many awards, hasn't it, John?
I believe it has, yeah. It's
Yes.
got more pubs per square mile than Swindon.
Exactly. Well, okay. Well, that's been in the news. It's been in the news for the World Cup, which we they have a lot of games on being broadcast down there live and so forth. And the game earlier this evening, which we're not allowed to talk about.
We're neither happy nor sad.
We're neither
or
happy
excited
nor
or
sad.
upset
We're not
or
allowed to
both.
mention the score.
No.
And the second person in the news, Luis Enrique. Why is he in the news?
Well, can you say it again, please?
I've been practicing.
Oh, yeah, I know, I can say that. because Luis Enrique. I know you've been practicing the R.
Yeah.
Can you say it again, please?
Yeah.
Enrique.
It's
good,
wow.
no?
Oh, look at that.
I would love to hear that
Just
again.
for me, eh?
Yeah,
Thank
Luis
you.
Enrique.
I love yours.
Yeah.
Well done.
I love your ass. I love your ass too. Tim.
Why is he in the news?
Because he's now the new national team.
He's been busy not
coach,
winning
no?
the World Cup. That's what he's been busy.
Who did he replace as the
Oh,
That's a
national?
very good question. It's
You
difficult to
replaced
answer.
Yeah,
because
well, it's a trick question, isn't it?
yeah, because you can say Lopetegui or Fernando.
I can't
or
say
Fernando.
Lopetegui.
I can't say the first one.
And the second one?
I can say Fernando Hierro,
Hierro. Bueno,
but I cannot say Julen Lopetegui.
No, it's Julen.
Julen Lopetegui.
Lopetegui. You
Is
didn't
he-
say.
is he French?
You didn't
Is he French,
have
or-
one word right.
Okay.
Julen Lopetegui.
all right. Okay. Right. Well, anyway, you don't get a point for that.
Why? I said,
Wow. You should definitely get a
I said the
point.
right answer.
Okay, you get the right answer for him being named the coach. That's
Yeah,
correct.
but I don't know if you're gonna mention or not. But every journalist in Madrid,
Yes.
because he declared himself anti-Madridista.
Ah.
So every journalist now in Madrid is saying like, okay, is a good. I mean,
A god?
Is a good.
A
it's
good
a good coach.
oh.
If you talk about, I mean, deportivamente hablando.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that in English.
That means
Sporting
talking
wise.
sportingly.
Yeah,
Talking
sporting-wise.
sporting terms.
Exactly. Talking in sporting terms is a good decision. So
Yes.
but what but? I mean, if it's a good decision, no?
Yeah.
It's good decision. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get some bonus points on trivia on Luis Enrique. Do you know his full name, Anna?
Oh no.
Okay, we're going to give you a point anyway for that.
He's for
I
honesty.
appreciate it.
Honesty, you see, you get the point.
He used to be the coach of Barcelona, I think.
He did.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Very good.
that's an
Good,
extra
yeah.
point.
Anna gets a point for that. Okay, where is he from originally?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's difficult to pronounce. Just tell it.
Yeah.
Spain.
Lose a point for that
Spain.
Spain. Spain's a good one. He's originally from Gijón.
Gijón.
Yeah.
Gijón.
Okay, the
Gijón.
trivia
Can
about him.
definitely not say that.
After retiring from football, playing football, where did he live? And it's quite funny. I think it's quite interesting. He lived in.
Was he surfing or something like that?
No, he was
Very
surfing.
good,
surfing. No,
Chris.
he was a triatleta, no?
Yeah, exactly. He was a marathon man.
Surfing?
Well,
Surfing?
isn't that
Exactly. That's one of the. That's
Well,
one
what
of
did
the
you say?
famous.
Triathlon.
Triathlon, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but that's really far away from surfing, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Not if you throw surfing in the middle. Just.
I'm getting
that's
to
how
the
good he
point.
was.
I mean, the fact is, he went to live in Australia and then to practice surfing, and then he took part in about 5 or 6 different marathons,
Okay.
and he
Cool.
became an Ironman.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Do you know what an Ironman is,
Of
John?
course we
Yeah.
do.
You're sitting next to
in
him.
all 3 movies.
I'm still wondering if we're going to get a point for surfing.
Okay, you give you a point for
There's a
surfing.
lot of points flying around.
We're going to give you a point for surfing. Okay.
So how long is a marathon? I want a point for that.
How long is a marathon? A marathon is
Asking the
26
question.
miles.
42 kilometers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know, how long?
42 kilometers. 42.7.
Actually,
Well, I
40
don't think it is, actually.
It
Is
is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a marathon, yeah.
I ran 6 of them.
You've run 6
Of
marathons.
course, yes.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
We're
used
going to
be-
give you 6 points
With
for
our
running
un-
6
with our-
marathons. That
That's
is
fair
amazing.
enough. That's
Are
fair
you,
You know,
are you
uncle
really
ran
serious?
6.
Sorry.
Are you really serious?
Yeah, I'm a former champion in table tennis. I'm quite sporty, kind of.
And she was
Girl.
playing table
tennis
tennis
at the
while
time.
she was running the marathon.
No, I did not.
It was
Keep
like-
you happy. Keep you happy. Roll up.
That's amazing.
Viveka, you
Give
know
me a
that's
point.
true.
Okay, the next
I
person in the news is something called Bojo,
no.
or
No
someone
idea.
called Bojo.
This is a song. Got my bojo working.
Never heard of it.
Is that a song?
Is that, carry on, Chris. That's
That's
good.
it. That's the only words on it. My bojo working. Got my bojo working.
I think
Sounds
that's
bad.
Mojo.
Oh, that's
Okay.
wrong.
Is it something the kids are doing that they shouldn't be?
Bojoing.
That's rude.
Well, no, it's not actually.
No, like-
Bojo What have you heard of the phrase bojo?
I don't know. It sounds to me like a little guitar. It's
No.
smaller than the ukulele.
No, that's a banjo.
Smaller than the ukulele.
It's
a new one.
like smaller than
a
a
Mexican
banjo.
guitar.
Maybe it's a shelf or something at IKEA.
It's not a shelf from IKEA. No,
But you could be put on it.
It's the name of the former Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs of the United Kingdom, who resigned this week. His nickname is Bojo. What is
Tony
his
Heath.
full name?
Tony
no,
Heath.
No. His full name is...
Brian
Boris,
or
Boris Johnson.
Very good, Chris, but that's part of his name. His full name is Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson.
The Pfeffel.
Yeah, Pfeffel.
But Pfeffel or the
The
Pfeffel?
Pfeffel.
Oh, the Pfeffel.
what's a pufferful?
It's like D-E and then Pfeffel.
So hard.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Yeah,
I mean,
Alexander Boris the Pfeffel.
Then I get Bojo. I prefer
So
Bojo.
it's easier to be Bojo. And he resigned. Why has he resigned? Anyone?
He can't be prime minister. He keeps trying to resign and then come back as prime minister, but it's not worked out.
Yes.
Brilliant, absolutely
it-
brilliant,
it-
brilliant. He's resigned because he disagrees with the Brexit policy of Theresa May.
I thought it was because Theresa May kept organising really like wild raves in number 10 and
Yes.
he couldn't sleep. He
Yeah.
just got fed up.
No, Chris, I don't think we give you anything.
That's
for that.
Farting. Like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
He's
raving."
actually he actually resigned protest against Theresa May for the plans for Brexit. The New York Times has run this brilliant article about him yesterday. It says Boris Johnson has ruined Britain. Can you believe that? He's ruined Britain.
That would be difficult.
Right. Well, Johnny Depp, why is he in the news?
So aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a good point for that. Yeah, Johnny Depp. Well, allegedly he's
Yeah,
aggressive.
but this week he was extra aggressive.
Yeah, well, it's actually a case that's come up from him being allegedly punching a crew member from something back in 2016, I think, actually.
A crew member.
A crew member of on the set of the film City of Lies. He punched somebody called Greg Rocky Brooks.
Rocky, I personally would never punch anyone called Rocky.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start with that. That's not where I'd go.
Exactly.
That's a bad idea.
A bit of a stupid thing to do. He's been issued a big court warning for punching this guy called Rocky Brooks, and a 14-page hearing. He has. It's a bit of a case, but you win the point. He's been pretty aggressive and verbally abusive. Yeah. So very well done, Anna.
Well done.
Thanks. We have a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to hear more about Johnny Depp, or do you want to
The points.
any trivia on Johnny
Yeah.
Depp?
He's got
Yeah.
previous, hasn't he?
I want to know about his misery, which is always funny for me.
Apparently, the papers in the citation also state that he reeked of alcohol and took drugs on set, allegedly, and he spends $2 million a month. He is fed his lines through an earpiece.
How many?
He's
2
fed
million.
lions through an airport.
$2 million per month?
He spends $2 million a month, allegedly.
Well, lions are very expensive to feed,
Wait,
to be honest.
He's
he
fed
lost his
he's
dogs,
fed
didn't
the
he?
lines through the mouthpiece. So that's Johnny Depp for you. Okay, another person in the news very quickly, Juan Jose Padilla. Why is he in the news? Who is Juan Jose Padilla? The Groves team, come on.
He is.
He's a bull bat fighter.
Oh, yeah. so-
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Wow.
guy who's...
He was in hospital.
You play
Yeah.
with bulls.
Wow.
Why was he in
Isn't that
hospital?
forbidden?
He lost again.
He
lost.
got. Did he get?
Back to those
Did he
teenagers.
got gored, gouged, gone, whatever
Through the head.
Through the head.
Through the head. Well, that's
yeah.
the
I would
least
love to hear
important
that
part. so.
cow sound.
Oh, that's
Well,
a good idea. Good
He,
job you're here.
you probably don't want to hear this.
Yeah, one more time.
He would not the cow sound. What happened? He
Same
was
thing.
scraped by a bull in a bull ring in Avila the other day, and he lost 27 centimeters of his scalp. Can you believe
It's not really
that?
scraped, is it? That's
No,
a bit
it's
more.
quite- it's
Scraped
bit-
sounds a bit less dramatic than a horn through
Pretty
your
ripped,
head.
ripped off.
I'd have a new name
A
for that.
scrape, you'd go home and say, "Mum, I've just
Yeah, I
scraped my
scraped
knee."
my knee. It's like your head's fallen off.
But he's
Different.
not forced to do that, is he?
No, he's not forced to do it. It's-
No, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
There's
The bull is.
danger.
He's missing one eye already.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got a. He's like Johnny Depp though. He's got an eye patch now. Hasn't he? He's not going to stand more chance of avoiding another horn, is he?
Very good, but he didn't get his eye patch from the injury the other day. He's got his eye patch when?
A paper cut.
This guy's got to hang up his cape, hasn't he?
A
really?
fight with Johnny Depp.
No, he got his eye patch after another goring in October 2011, where he almost died from his injuries from
Oh
a
my
single
God.
horn wound through his skull. and it gave him facial paralysis and loss of hearing in his right ear and sight in his left eye. And do we feel sorry for the guy? We're not going to answer that, actually.
Has he retired now?
No, he's still going to go on.
He's going to.
He's still going to go on.
It's not
Anyway,
going well.
I mean, I think
Watch out next week.
This Friday.
he shouldn't carry on, but I mean, he should have got the
It's like
message
Monty
now.
Python, isn't it?
He
Is he
shouldn't-
Spanish?
Yeah.
my
No,
God.
no.
He's British from Leeds.
He's got a kid. He does it with a kid on his shoulder. These guys are serious.
I definitely want to hear that cow sound one more time.
Okay, the last person in the news.
could
The
share
last
a
person
point.
in the news. He's always in the news on this show for some reason or other. Is Donald Trump? Why is he in the news?
He's president of the United States of America.
Yeah, but why?
Melania cheated on him.
What?
Didn't she cheat on him?
She cheated.
Wow.
I think this is the word we need to pronounce carefully.
Okay.
Although either is understandable.
Beg your
Didn't
pardon,
you,
Anna.
didn't you understand what I said?
No. Say it again.
Oh, no, I can't say it again.
She cheated on him.
Yeah. That's
No.
fine. Yeah.
She didn't. She didn't do the other thing. She cheated. on him.
No, I don't.
What is
No,
that?
he's
thing?
actually said that Britain is in turmoil. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And he's heading to the UK to try and sort it out this week. He's on his way to the UK.
He can do
breathe
anything. He
easily.
just sorts everybody out.
He
It's
sorts
awesome, isn't it?
everybody out.
He will be late for
So
that
lucky.
meeting.
He's
He
stopping
said
at
it-
Benidorm on the way.
Yeah.
He
Good
can
to-
stop
Yeah.
at Benidorm on the way. He said it's up to the people to decide whether Theresa May should stay in power. And he said something about Bojo. What has he said about Bojo?
He said, "Got my Bojo working."
He's got a bit of Brolo Bojo going on,
He
hasn't he?
said
He's got a bit of
Bojo's a friend of mine. He's been very nice to me, very supportive, and maybe I'll speak to him when I'm in the UK.
They were in that gold lift together, weren't they?
They were in.
Oh no, hang on, that was
that
the other guy.
Farage.
I
That was-
forgot
that
who
was-
Bojo was.
That's Charlotte Chocolate Factory, I think.
Now, what is Bojo's trip to the UK provoked, Chris?
Bojo's trip to UK. He was born.
No, not Bojo. Sorry, Donald Trump's trip to the UK. What is that provoked?
Probably about 5 million people leaving the UK. I would imagine.
It's
something like
pretty. You're going to get half a point for that. It's spurred the biggest police mobilisation since the 2011 riots. He's going to visit London, Windsor, and Scotland. Donald Trump in the UK.
He's going to play
Benidorm.
golf in Scotland.
because he owns a golf course, doesn't he? in Scotland?
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
point.
After that round, the word wheel throws up. Let's have a look what the word will throw. Rocky. Okay. Rocky.
Rocky?
As in Johnny
The
Depp
movies?
As a name
punched a
or-
guy.
or-
Rocky.
As
Ah,
a
right.
Rocky.
Well,
as
it could
a-
be Rocky Mountains, or
okay,
it could
okay,
be
okay.
Rocky
Okay,
Boxer,
okay.
no?
Sylvester
And what's the
Stallone.
score after that round, Viveka?
Rocky.
Well, I'm not sure I'm doing this right. So we may need a fourth referee, but if I have it correctly,
We can't have a fourth referee. We don't even have a first and second. You're the third referee.
Chris is on 2 points, and Xavier and Anna on 9.5.
That's
Okay, no, you're not
doing
doing
very
it
well.
right.
Trust me, you're doing it very well.
So
That
good.
is amazing after the first round.
Hey, woo!
Okay, round two. It brings us to we normally have a sort of a flash noise that takes us to round two. There it is. This is the answer. What is the question round?
I want to answer this.
Go on, you can. But you want to put your hand up to ask. a
No,
question?
you have to say the answer first. No?
Okay. The answer this week. You have to guess the question, Anna. Okay.
Okay.
Because you're new to this
Thanks
game.
for telling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what the answer is, and you have to guess the question. Okay. And I'm going to give you a clue. It's not ping pong.
And IKEA.
It's not IKEA, right?
Okay.
The answer is el chupinazo.
Can you say it in a more British accent?
Yeah,
Tim,
no.
please?
That's not bad, is it?
No, it's
El chupinazo.
Yes.
El chupinazo.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a
I want to
family
answer
show,
first this question.
Okay. What is the question?
The question is, what did I mean last week when I said pepinazo?
Yeah, you meant the chupinazo.
I wanted to say chupinazo.
Exactly.
That was my question.
Okay.
Last week I did a
Is that
mistake.
true?
You're
Yeah.
quite right. That
Last week I did a mistake and I was talking about pepinazo.
Exactly.
And I said,
In fact, I think we got a comment from a viewer or a listener about that. They
Did
said
we?
that- yeah, we did.
Yes.
We did on the. And,
but there's one person listening to us.
no, there was like 200,000 people listening to us.
Okay,
Definitely.
it's only one- okay, that's
But
fine.
we got a comment saying it's not a pepinazo, it's a chupinazo.
Pepinazo, yeah. that's
So what's a pepinazo?
A pepinazo? Ah.
It's just a big
That's
cucumber.
the
bonus
question.
point.
What's the
Listen-
answer?
Well,
Just a
a
big
pepinazo
cucumber.
is a curled cucumber.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it's a big cucumber.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you use it for?
When you kick the ball strong.
Yeah, it's like when you kick the ball and it goes curl. You're not listening, Anna.
Yes.
You kick the ball, it goes back and curls into
I
the
just
net.
lost my mind in something.
Okay, that's a
In the curved
you say
cucumber.
pepinazo. If somebody's curled a cucumber shot into the back of the net, that is pepinazo.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Excellent.
A pepinazo.
Useful.
It's useful, yeah.
Yeah.
El chupinazo, however, does any like the
It's,
Groves team?
it's a family show, so I'm not.
Is it not the new
not gonna
chupa
carry
chup?
on.
There's a mega chupa chup the size of an apple that you can get. Chupinato. No? Okay.
John, Chris.
That he was right. You're wrong.
Is it the
Okay.
big is it
I
the big
said last
sausage?
week. What is chupinazo?
Okay, the
It's-
chupinazo
the
is
San Fermin.
the rocket that exactly
Yeah.
the rocket that opens the San Fermin festival every year. It's a giant firework, Anna.
Okay, I remember.
Okay.
Probably going to hit that guy in the other eye, isn't it? With his luck.
Yeah, Juan
He's
Jose
running with the balls.
Garcia.
He's down again.
Well, it's not. No, he didn't run.
I mean, I'm, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he had run the balls at Pamplona, but you don't get an extra point for that.
Okay. Sorry. He sounds like a guy. Give it a go, though.
Well, give it a go. Okay, since the start, the chupinazo is fired off at the start of 9 days of non-stop partying when they have the bull run and people make a mad rush from the bulls. Okay, Pamplona, right, Anna?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. After that round, what does the word wheel throw up? Dash. And what's the score, Viveka?
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
it wasn't clear to me
No.
what happened in this round, but they were on 2 and 9.5, and yeah, 3, 10.
Right. Well, don't ask me. You're supposed to be doing the scoring.
Yeah, no, I am doing the score.
So what does dash mean? Is the
Well,
dash
it's
in
the
the car?
people that sort of like run away from the bulls. They dash. They run.
Okay.
To run at great speed.
And so you have two words. You have Rocky, and you have dash.
Dash. Okay.
Okay.
Run away. Yeah.
Okay, next round, round 3, is the missing words headline round. The Spanish missing words quotation is Trump again. Trump se convierte in blank.
En una persona normal. He's a reverse gremlin. If you get him wet or feed him after midnight, he turns into something.
We're
good.
going to give you half a point for that. Only half a point, because it's not. He's turned into somebody slightly popular, but it's not. Doesn't make him normal.
Is he un globo de bébé?
Globo de bébé.
Globo de bébé. He's going to be a baby balloon.
A globo de bébé. No,
They're going to float him above Westminster on his visit. aren't they?
that's
I'm
on the
backtracking.
Yeah,
to another
okay. That
couple
we're going to
of
give
things.
you a point for that. Very good from John. It's a globo de bébé because he's going to be on the demonstration in London. Trump is going to be converted in a globo de bébé. Do you understand what a globo de bébé is, Anna?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Xavier, would you like to describe?
I don't know about global de bébé.
Physically, he's going to be
Globo de bébé?
him.
It's a baby balloon.
Yeah, I know the words, but I don't know what.
Well, it would probably be like a hot air balloon face of Trump.
It's like on the Pink Floyd album with the big pig. They're going to float a giant baby Donald Trump crying over London as he visits. It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Yeah?
So
And it's been allowed. The mayor said, yeah, that's fine. That's a protest. You can do it.
Who is the mayor?
The mayor
bonus
is that
point.
guy from Streatham who I can remember his name. Chris? Over to
Bojo
you.
too.
Bojo.
Yeah.
Bojo too.
Bojo. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I apologise to you personally.
But anyway,
for
he said
listening.
yes, and these protesters are allowed to float a baby balloon of Trump, and I think that'll be interesting to see how he likes that.
Oh my God.
He's probably not going to be happy about that, but don't forget he already thinks that the UK is in turmoil. So the missing words actually is Trump se convierte in la personalidad más seguida en Twitter. That is the real answer.
Seriously? Donald Trump?
Yeah. He is the most person followed in Twitter. And who is he? He's unseated somebody. Who is he taken over from? in Twitter?
Zlatan.
Who?
Zlatan?
Who?
No.
It's the guy in charge of the
Zlatan
Smurfs.
Ibrahimovic, you mean?
The guy in charge of Smurfs. Papa Francisco.
Exactly. What do you mean in charge of the Smurfs?
Is that not? Who's the guy in
Papa
charge of the
Smurf.
Smurf?
Papa Smurf.
Oh, sorry.
It's oh my
The
goodness.
first blue.
Who is unseated?
He was the first blue.
He's
Pope.
unseated
Sorry.
the Pope Francisco.
Sorry.
Seriously?
How
Yes.
many Twitter followers has Donald Trump now got? Anna,
Well, I have no idea.
guess.
I'm not one of them.
Well, you're not one of them. I
Yeah.
follow Donald Trump on Twitter actually. He's got 52 million.
Wow.
So you see, I thought I had the most Twitter followers
Yeah.
with 52 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think, just 6 zeros.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much difference.
He has unseated Pope Francisco, who has 47 million, And in third place is the Prime Minister of India. And Trump's interactions
Can
on
you say
Twitter.
the name of the Prime Minister of India?
I
I'm
can
very
give you the
interested
Prime
about
Minister
it.
of India. It's Narendra.
It's very interesting for me. What?
Narendra Modi. What's that for?
I don't know. I like the way you say it.
Narendra.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
What's the Pope going to do about it?
The
Pope's got to
Pope-
up his game. What's he going to do?
Yeah, the Pope's gonna.
They're going to float a
take him
giant
down.
balloon of the Pope above all the major cities.
He must have a
Another
plan.
one from Narendra.
Okay, the Pope is going to obviously fight back, and as popes do, and he's probably going to
Do
start
popes generally,
fight back. Yeah, popes do generally.
if you hit them hard enough? Sorry.
Yeah, popes do finally fight back, and on a European level, who is one of the most twittered people, who's got the most followers in the European Union as other leaders. You know, we mentioned her earlier, British.
Angela Merkel.
No, Theresa May.
Theresa May, the rave.
The rave.
The rave
Okay,
queen.
so that's on the English missing rounds quote, because that was the Spanish one. This is a great one for you, Xavi.
Yes.
The quote is "no way blank." What is the missing word?
Jose.
Is your name Chabi, Viveka?
No way, Jose.
Is she going to get a point for that?
You get a point for that. The point is Jose. Now, Chavi, do you understand the trick of this? No way, Jose. Have you heard of that? I'm interested.
No.
You've never heard of No way, Jose?
Is that the expression?
Can
No
you
way,
explain?
Jose.
Can you explain then, John,
Please, do so.
to Chavi? what-
It's a simple English thing where if something rhymes, then it's really funny. So we go, no way, Jose. It's just.
And you
it
say
means
actually
there's no
the
way.
word
There's
Jose?
absolute.
we do. It's like
do
No
so.
way, Jose.
See,
Moreno.
you can even pronounce the word Jose. Couldn't find any
No.
easier name to say.
No, so you go no.
No way, Jose.
And then you go no way, and then you go no way, Jose, or
Well, it
something
only
English.
rhymes if you say it with an English accent. You can't say it in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Okay. So
Why
the only
can't-
rhymes.
You can say No way, Jose, or Jose.
That's not how they
Jose
say
is-
it, Tim.
is-
That's
Jose is
No,
from
wait, he
another
said
country.
Jose.
Is it actually the answer?
Jose
by
is
the
from
way?
another country.
No, that's
That's
not
Portuguese. You
It's-
could say no way, Jose in Portugal, could you not?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So you say No
Another
way,
language.
Jose Mourinho, for example. No way, Jose.
You could say no wep Josep in Catalonia. That's what you'd have to say.
And in fact, there would have been hundreds and hundreds of headlines when Mourinho has lost a game. It would have been No way, Jose, or when he's been sent off from the pitch. But that's not the right answer.
Okay.
The right answer. Nobody wants to. It rhymes with Jose. What is it? No way.
Hose.
No.
I don't know. Rosé.
Rose. Very good. That is brilliant.
Oh.
Chris has
I know this one.
finally won a point. That is
I know
amazing.
this one.
It is No way, Rosé. Okay, and why? The answer is because 10 million bottles of a cheap Spanish wine have been deliberately sold as a much superior and more expensive French rosé. Can you believe that?
In
Yes.
France? Whereabouts? In France?
All
Where?
over the world, actually, all over
Wow.
Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
Seven-
suspecting this, actually.
Have you? Well, because you've been drinking a lot of it. Or
Well, I've been sampling, yeah.
you've been sampling.
Yeah, every
Have
now
you
and
been
then.
sampling the 70,000 hectoliters?
My God.
No.
No? A few of them, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, I couldn't discover this because I would buy the cheap one in the first place.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
honest.
Well, according to Alexandre Chevalier, that's my French accent, he's of the French Fraud Agency, he said, we were alerted to the Frenchification. I think that's a great word. Frenchification.
Frenchification.
Yeah.
Frenchification.
You could apply that to loads of things, couldn't you?
Like Spanification.
Yeah.
Yeah? He says that they've been, if you mislead, it's a serious crime. If you mislead a wine drinker in France, it is no small matter. Right?
Yes.
That's
I
true,
agree.
Yeah?
I've been doing it for Christmas for years, to be honest. Just buying cheap wine and putting it in. I've saved a fortune on Christmas presents.
If you were in France, if you served somebody a bottle of French rosé,
Yes.
or sorry, Spanish cheap wine, and said it was French rosé, you could end up with a prison sentence, Chris, or a fine of up to 300,000. So be
What-
careful.
What about if you get a bottle of Coca-Cola Zero and
Yeah.
you put Coca-Cola Light
Well,
inside and you change it?
I
Will you
don't
notice
know.
the
I'll give
difference?
half
If you
of
do
it.
that in
Is that
America,
illegal?
that's if you do that in America. That's
In America, it's illegal.
Okay, what does the word will throw up after that? It throws up unseat, and that comes from Trump.
Unseat, okay.
Unseat. Do you know what unseat means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Destronar
Very good. Despancar, no?
o desbancar.
Yeah, very
I
good.
would-
Yeah. Okay, so you have. What do you have? You have
We have
Rocky
Rocky, Dash,
and Unseat.
Unseat.
Okay, quick to the round 4. Bad news. Anyone got bad news stories? Anyone? Quick point. A bad news story. John?
I got hooked up on Pringles this week again because Starbucks say they're going to phase out plastic straws by 2020. Two things: why are you doing it? Why does it take so long? Why aren't Pringles things recyclable? What is wrong with these people? Just do it.
Absolutely. Very good point for John there.
Thank you.
Very good. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm in
John.
shock from that. To be honest.
Chris, have you got a bad story?
I was actually going to. I think for me, I think I've heard there's some terrible people who are planning to make a big baby balloon of Trump, and
Yeah. Well, that's
I
the
think
global
that's-
little baby.
that's disgraceful.
Yeah. Okay, we give you a point for that.
Disgraceful.
Anna,
There
any
aren't
bad news? Any
activists.
bad things happen to you?
Too much rosé, probably.
Too much rosé?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you a point for that. And Xavier, any bad things happen to you?
Yes.
What?
Somebody has hackled. Hackled?
Hacked.
Hacked. That's what I said. Hacked. Has hacked. Do you understood hackled? Okay. Hacked. Somebody has hacked my Instagram account.
Instagram account.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And I can log in. So I don't know what he's doing.
It's the Pope.
Maybe,
No,
he's
that's
trying to
me.
get
It's
the
not
numbers
us.
up. Maybe
I'm
it's
taking
Donald
it from
Trump.
everywhere.
That's me,
Maybe I
Xavier.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit.
I'll let you know.
My baddie story was it's a German man who cannot be named for legal reasons, but he's running an illegal zoo in Almeria in south of Spain.
Almeria.
Almeria.
As well.
Almeria.
sounds nice, no? Almeria.
And this zoo
Let's be-
is like in his back garden, and he's got loads of peacocks, a nose bear, he's got wallabies, miniature deer, servals, and he's even got a meerkat.
He has a nose bear.
What is
a
a
nose bear, yeah.
We got to get one of those. What do they do?
It's like a new type of piercing.
No, it's not, Chris. It's a member of the raccoon family, also known as coati.
Coati.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, and
Commonly
he's
known
also,
as a nose bear.
yeah, and he's also got a miniature deer, a black panther, and he's got meerkats. Do you know what a meerkat
like
is?
meerkats.
No, what is that?
A meerkat in Spanish is a cepron. No.
Suricato.
Sorry, suricata.
Suricato.
Suricato.
Yes, it's like
Well, he's talking about the
very
females.
weird-
That's a
Females.
masculine meerkat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What about
these-
if it's a feminine meerkat?
Suricata.
Exactly. I said suricata.
O suricato hembra.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fine.
I've never seen one of those.
So
They-
what is it?
A meerkat is
It's a weird animal.
It belongs
You
to
don't
the
have in IKEA.
No, okay.
It belongs to the mongoose family. It is the only member of the suricata. Meerkats live in all parts of the Kalahari Desert in Botswana, and one lives in Almeria.
Just the one.
Well, probably quite a few.
He's made friends with the nose bear.
He's
And,
made-
and another one in Almeria, so
And they
they're
hang
getting
around-
on well.
They hang around in mobs and gangs and clans. And
Who?
anyway,
Who does?
yeah. So that's my baddie.
Yeah.
And so what does the word will throw up? It surprisingly throws up the word meerkat.
Okay, now.
And that's the end of the fourth round. What is the score? We're going to take a quick musical break. What's the score?
Chris and John are 4.5. Xavier and Anna have stagnated at 10.
We can do this. We're coming back.
We're going to have some
This is
music and then we're going to
lies.
come back very quickly for round 5. And this is our music for the break.
Where you want me, baby? Do it. Wow. Emo. Hey, Rainmaker, come on, wait from that man. You know he's gonna take away your promised land. Hey, good lady, he just want what you got. You know he'll never stop until he makes up the lot. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey,
Okay. Okay, well, welcome back to the Weekly Noticias second round. Could you please remind us of the score, Viveka?
Chris and John are on 4.5. Xavier and Anna on 10.
Okay, so it's not a lot in it, Chris. You've
Not
got
a lot,
four.
not a
You've got
lot.
4 more rounds, so they're the good rounds. The next round is round 5, and it is the Goodie of the Week round. Anyone got any good news stories? Xavier?
I have a new Molina, the new representative of the Spanish national team.
That's Luis Enrique.
No. The Luis Enrique is the coach,
Yeah.
and then José Antonio Molina is the one who used to do the work of Fernando Hierro.
Ah, okay, right.
Representante.
And you think that's good news?
Yes, because he was a goalkeeper
Yeah.
long time ago,
Yeah.
and once he played a match as a striker.
Okay.
For some reason in Spain,
Yeah.
he had to play as a striker.
Right.
So now in his new position, he could be a representative of a manager, kind of the Spanish national team, and also a coach in the future.
That is very
Polyvalente.
polyvalente. Like being an
great
Iron Man
news.
American.
Yeah, like happened with Fernando Hierro.
Okay, have you got any good stories, Anna?
Yeah, I think IKEA is releasing a new line or something. I heard that on the
IKEA.
news.
Are you
Yeah.
sponsored by IKEA?
Yeah, I am,
Okay,
actually.
well, that's fantastic. Well done, IKEA. And John, any good news stories?
There's an Australian woman who got taken off a boat by a shark into crocodile-infested waters.
Right.
And she survived with a hurty finger. And she came out and said, it's not the shark's fault, and I respect marine life after this. I mean, that's good. If you can get taken off a boat by a shark into crocodile-infested waters, I think that's good. It's a good news story.
Good for
Well done,
her. That's a typical Australian spirit.
Very spunky.
Anything from you, Chris?
This is all the hundreds of men and women who are uploading videos to Instagram. Sorry, Xavier, to mention Instagram. In Iran, because there was this Iranian woman who was dancing and she was in trouble. I'll let you say it properly, but it's Madeh Okhabri. And she did a video and she got in trouble, so they're uploading to support her.
Is that
Well,
the
that's good.
president of
Sounds like in
India?
protest. Well, that's good. That's like in protest.
It is. I'm not going to make a
Good for
joke
them.
even.
Good for them. My good is the Thailand
Yeah,
rescue
that's
team, the
good
Navy
news.
SEALs, that managed to get these football team, the boys and the coach out of the cave. I think that's fantastic news.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
And
That's really good.
I just wanted a quick bonus point for this round is the word SEALs. Where does that come from? Because they say it's the Thailand Navy SEALs, but where does it come from originally?
Isn't it the husband of Heidi Klum?
Heidi Klum. Like, is it?
Yeah, he
Like,
is.
that-
Crazy guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's good
Yeah,
looking.
his name is Seal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that guy. He's a great singer. Yeah.
That's
Heidi
5
what?
points.
No,
Come on.
I'm
Heidi who?
Heidi Klum, the supermodel.
no,
Come
no,
on.
Yeah, she's
I'm-
German.
I'm afraid that is not the answer. The answer comes from the United States Navy, a team. How are they? Why is it called SEAL? Because it's the Sea, Air, and Land team. That's why. Okay.
Isn't that sealed?
No.
It is, but they can't.
The word wheel throws up the word SEAL. Okay. What does that make the score after round 5? Any change, or is
Yes.
Crystal losing?
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris is still behind, but he's catching up a little bit. 6.5 versus 12. I make it.
Okay, we're going straight to round 6 very quickly. The Spanish proverbial saying round. Xavier always likes to describe and explain to us a Spanish proverb, and the proverb this week is I don't know if this has been used deliberately to try and catch me out, but it's le zumba
el mango?
le zumba el mango.
Somebody said that to you?
No,
Is
this
this like the latest keep fit phrase, no?
¿Estuviste en el Orgullo Gay?
You know, but
¿Le zumba el mango?
what does it mean?
I never heard in my life le
juice.
zumba el
It's a
mango.
juice.
It
mango
what's-
is the mango.
John or Chris, do you know what le zumba el mango? Do you know what that means?
It's like spit the dummy in Australia. Like that lady when she fell in with the sharks, she was like, you spit the dummy?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, zumba the mango.
Okay, that's a clever move to
is.
explain one thing we don't understand with something else we don't understand. Very
Exactly.
good. We get points for
That's
that.
how we roll.
Is
We
that
get
a
extra
point?
points.
Apparently, I mean, literally, it means he flings the mango. Okay, but apparently, it's used as an expression of shock or incredulity. So it's like he's been here, like le zumba El mango que llegó desde hace un mes y no me ha llamado. What's this? Okay.
What kind of weird joke that
I don't
made
know.
with you?
I don't know who's written this.
That's have you been in the El Orgullo Gay?
Nobody's ever said it to me. No,
Okay, no, just okay.
No. Okay. All right. The English proverb is quite odd. Let's see if you understand this as well, Anna.
Okay.
Anna and Xavi. Cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Do you not understand what that means?
Do you?
No.
No. Can you explain, John?
I think it's a nautical phrase from the olden days, isn't it? I do
think
know
it's
this
just
one.
Literally,
Very
I think
good.
it's literally brass monkeys
Very good.
who
Very
used to
good.
live in Bristol, and it was very cold in Bristol,
Right.
and so they died out because
I
they
think
couldn't
they were
reproduce.
from Yorkshire.
They couldn't reproduce.
Would it kill them though?
Yeah, but they couldn't reproduce because
Yeah.
In
at time.
the Napoleonic Wars, when it got really cold, the brass plate called a monkey that cannonballs were stacked on would contract and the balls would fall off.
that's the alternative.
So it's
Version.
that's
And were you expecting that we knew that? Napoleon War. The Zumba el Mango. Zumba el Mango.
okay. After that round, the word will throws up. Funnily enough, the word balls.
What kind of
Can you make
balls?
it a little more complicated?
And so you have. Can you recap on the words you already have? Can somebody recap?
Yes, I have.
Rocky, if I remember.
Rocky,
Rocky,
dash,
dash,
Unseat.
unseat,
Meerkat.
meerkat,
Seal.
seal, and balls.
Well done.
Okay.
Excellent. Round 7 is this day in history. Today's July the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened on July the 11th, for example, in 1966?
Can I answer that?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Even though I'm sponsored.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to IKEA in 1966.
Yeah, there was a new shopping center took place in China that year.
Okay, we're going to give you an extra point.
Yeah.
Anybody else? John, what happened in 1966?
1966.
Sorry.
I don't.
On July the 11th.
It was a big day. It was a big year for rock stars.
Was it?
Fake
Why?
falling off stuff because Bob Dylan fell off his motorbike.
Did he?
And also Paul McCartney had a car crash and everybody thought he died, and some people still do think he died, but he apparently didn't.
Very good.
So
Did he knock the other guy off the motorbike? Was it the same time? Was it?
Okay, very good. We're going to give John 2 points for that. Also, very important day in 2010. What happened on this day in 2010? July
11th of July.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman was in a movie.
Morgan Freeman wasn't in a movie.
Yeah, he was.
No, he
not sure
was.
no.
Spain beat Holland in the World Cup. Can you believe it? In 2010,
Oh,
on
yeah, that's
July
right,
the 11th. Yes. What was the score?
1-0. Iniesta
Where was it played?
in South Africa. I don't know what.
Very good. What was the stadium called?
Now it's called Spain.
It was called Soccer
Mandela.
City. The stadium was called Soccer City. It was quite original, no?
Soccer City.
Yeah.
That's funny.
After that round, the word
Was it named
will-
that before
No,
the World Cup? Or
no.
did they?
The word will throws up the word
encourage them to
soccer.
come play there.
Soccer as in football for Americans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 7 words. You have Rocky, dash, unseat, meerkat, seal, balls, and soccer. Can you make a sentence out of those very quickly before we go into the
Yeah.
last one? Go on then.
I think I can.
Go on.
I don't know what I
See if you
can.
can.
One question. Seal as in seal, no?
Seal
Okay,
or
okay.
Yeah.
No, I got it already.
Yeah. You get it? Yeah. Go for it.
The police has sealed a cage with an illegal meerkat, no?
Meerkat.
Meerkat named Bojo. He apparently.
Bojo wasn't one of the words, but it's good.
I
that
know,
you
I
got
just
that
put
in.
it.
Okay, great. Go
That's
ahead.
another extra point.
Yeah.
He apparently comes from the Rocky Mountains of Almeria. Bojo is capable of playing soccer with 2 balls. His own said while he was dashing.
It's unbelievable how we are teaching Xavier to speak perfect English. He
Yes,
just-
yes,
I
yes.
love the pronunciation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Okay.
I think it was 2
brilliant.
sentences, though, I do have to say.
Can we have a go to get some points?
No, sorry. Okay, you can very quickly. Go on then, very quickly.
Rocky was a movie star who made the dash to be a winner. He ate seals to build up muscle and meerkats to get thinner. Could they ever unseat this legend before his retirement they were announcing? No, he took up soccer and enjoyed it, judging by how his balls were bouncing.
Well, yes.
That is incredible. I have to say, Viveka, that actually might change the scoreline.
It did actually.
Going for points.
Yeah,
Going
they
for points.
stormed ahead.
I don't think Chris has ever had anyone on his team
No.
that's managed to put 7 words together in
No,
a coherent
no.
sentence.
No
But
offence to anyone who's
Shameless.
been on my team before.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant. And before we go into the final fast round, what is the final score?
Yeah,
What
we
is the
were
score
on
before we-
10.5 versus 12, and now suddenly Chris is on 20 points against
Nice.
Chevy's
That
tiny
is
13.
incredible. Okay. So this goes into the middle, and this is the
can't
fast.
lose. We
put
can't
that in the
lose.
middle, please. That
How
is
did
the fingers on buzzers round, and this is literally fingers on buzzers. Final round, 10 questions, possibly more. We have put in here a few Croatia fun facts as well, because of the result of the game earlier, which we're not allowed to talk about. We mentioned it once, but we think we're going to get away with it. We're going to sneak in a few Croatia fun facts, and we've also got some general knowledge. And the first, like strange sports as well, Anna, okay?
Okay.
So here we go. First, you buzz and you answer. The unusual Indian team sport of kabaddi involves players doing what?
Visiting Croatia.
You didn't buzz.
Kabadding.
Visiting Croatia.
No,
Kabadding.
no. Anna?
Visiting Croatia.
No,
Kabadding.
Hitting animals.
no.
No.
Nobody knows. Holding their breath.
Okay.
Okay,
That's kabadding.
a wife-carrying festival held annually in Finland.
Carrying their wives.
Carrying their wives is very big. But that's not the answer, Chris.
Oh.
A wife-carrying festival is held annually in Finland and requires a man to negotiate a 253-meter course whilst carrying their wife on the back. Major prize is the wife's weight in what?
Another wife.
No?
Beer.
Very good. Excellent. It's in beer. The national sport of Afghanistan is buzgashi, which is similar to horse polo, except what is used instead of a ball.
Oh, I know this one.
Go, yeah.
A head of an animal.
A headless goat carcass, excellent. Okay, Croatia has how many islands, isles, and inlets?
4.
4.
No, we're 14.
Good job.
How many? How many, Chris? Go on, how many?
7.
No, it's more than 7.
10,000.
No,
More than 7.
I'm going to give Chris half a point. It's one.
But less than
It's
10,000.
1,247. Dear Croatia,
that
what
one
is
down.
the national flower of Croatia?
Rose.
No, the iris. Oh, sorry, you could have got a
I
chance.
could have got
on
the,
that.
I was
The iris?
going to say it as well.
I can't even pronounce Croatia. Really. Croatia is ranked 4th in the world for what consumption per capita?
Oysters.
Drugs.
No, and John and Chris get an extra turn there because you keep buzzing before they
Okay.
even
Okay, sorry.
go on,
Before they buzz.
before they buzz.
Bananas.
Well,
dare you.
they didn't even buzz.
We thought that was
Buzzing.
game, though.
Why didn't you answer?
Go beer again. Beer again.
Sorry, 4?
No.
What? Sorry? What was the question?
It's,
They're 4th in what?
it's actually, I forget what the question
They're 4th
was.
in the World
It's
Cup, I
alcohol.
presume,
The
hopefully.
answer is alcohol.
Beer.
I said drugs.
Half
I said beer.
Okay. What do you throw in the Japanese sport yugigassen?
Swords.
Swords? No, it's snowballs.
Ah. Snowballs?
Yeah. In the World Gurning Contest, contestants are required to...
Well, I don't know.
Visit Croatia.
Pull a funny face. In Croatia has an average of how many hours of sunshine per year? More than Sydney, Australia.
What's the question?
I just said it. Croatia has an average of how many hours of sunshine per year? More than Sydney, Australia.
It's about 12 a day.
3,000.
It is actually 2.715 hours. Okay, right. Very quickly because I think
2.715
These are
hours
some
a
interesting
year.
stats.
I think they're still on even Stevens
year.
here.
That's less than
I'm going to
Sydney.
give you some funny politicians' names. I want you to tell me if they're real or made up. Okay, go on.
Real.
Made up.
No, Mike Crapo. Who is he?
Fake.
Real.
No, he's the senator of
It's
Idao.
real,
We
then.
said
I said
real.
real.
Oh, he's
the
real.
senator?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
senator of what?
Idao.
We said real.
The senator.
Where?
Idao.
No, seriously.
5
I
points.
I just had a
Idaho.
massive
Idaho.
deja vu.
Idaho.
Or a deja vu.
Okay. Who ran
I don't
for
know.
Kinky Friedman?
Idaho.
Is he real or not? Yeah,
Not.
he's real. He ran for governor of Texas. And young Boozer, who's he?
Jambos.
He was
That's
the-
fake.
He's fake.
He was the Alabama state treasurer. And Judge Lawless.
He's made up.
No, he's the chief judge in Michigan.
No, he's-
Michigan,
Real.
right?
He's made up about being the judge. That's what he's made
And
up.
you'll never guess this. Okay, Dick Sweat. Who was Dick Sweat? Was he real or fake?
That's
Real.
fake.
He
For
was
sure.
the U.S. ambassador to Denmark. So
Dick Sweat?
What's the final score, Viveka?
Well, I have to say it was hard to keep up
Yeah.
there, but somehow I think Xavi's on 20.5 and Chris on 20, so Xavi's the winner.
Okay, you've been listening to the Weekly Noticias with myself, Tim Parfitt, Chris Groves, John Groves, no relation, but it's the Groves team. Anna Benson, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Xavier Castells and Viveka Nilsson. And we'll be back next week. Thanks for listening.
Good night.
Thanks so much.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning.